Hello my friends, and welcome to my 2020 favorites. I know. It seems a little early in the year, but hear me out. I have not done a single favorites video this entire year, and it is now July, which means I'm a little behind, but I think this can be an advantageous situation because I can really reflect back on what I've tried over 6 months that has been truly a favorite. Because as somebody who makes favorites videos, I'm gonna tell you honestly, it is very tempting to skew extremely recent, to only talk about the products that you've been using for the last 3 days. They're just so fresh on your mind that it's really hard to have a more broad perspective. What do you guys think of my seasonally neutral look today, by the way? This is a velvet crop top that I'm wearing. Yeah, velvet crop top. Is it for summer or is it for winter? Nobody knows except for me because I know it is not for any season whatsoever. And again, this video is going to be me really looking back, so it's not going to be anything that I've tried recently because I don't want my own bias to seep into my own videos, even though I'm so sure it does. I'm so sure it does. But let's go ahead and get started. In the number 10 spot, I'm going to have to say the Maybelline Snapscara. When I reviewed this as part of that mascara project that I did, what month was that? April? In April? I definitely did not think that this was going to be in a favorites video. What I'd said at the time was I didn't think this was a very high impact mascara, but I liked the ease of removal. Turns out that the ease of removal is the reason I'm putting this as number 10 because this allergy situation has been awful and I have been needing a mascara that is not going to give me issues in removal or in wear, and this is just such a good mascara for sensitive or allergy-prone eyes. I totally owe one of you guys an apology because one of you asked if the source of my allergies was a dust cloud, and I'm over here like, no, we don't have dust clouds in New Orleans. I stand extremely corrected because that is exactly what it is, and it has not been fun. Oh my gosh. My eyes have been red and watering, my nose has turned into a faucet. But as a result, I have such a tremendous new respect for this mascara. I mean, again, it's just non-irritating. I'm gonna give the number 9 spot to the Kosas 10-second eyeshadow. So here's the thing, you guys always see me looking like this, but the reality is, I only film 3 days a week, and there are a lot of days where I don't wear much makeup at all. I don't know what it is, I actually try so hard to not go overboard with makeup for every video, but it just happens. And I gotta be honest with you guys, today's look this is not a fast and easy look. This is a 3-hour look today. Ultimately, in the end, to look convincingly like I'm not wearing makeup to at least a subset of men out there. You know I'm right. But as far as this eyeshadow, I wear this often completely on its own. I just shake it up a little bit, apply it to my lid, smooth it out, and I'm good to go. That's it. However, I can also pair this with an intense matte look that what I have on today, and then just add this to the lid. It really does set in 10 seconds. It really does wear extremely well. It really does feel like nothing on. I'm just really impressed with how versatile this product is, whether you're going for a really intense look or you're just going for a genuinely 10-second look, it works. And I personally feel like that is incredibly rare to get out of the exact same product. When do you say, oh, it's high glam and it's natural? Never happens. Number 8 on my list, the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blushes. The thing about these blushes is you just cannot tell a difference between this drugstore blush and a much more high-end blush, and believe me, because I own a lot of blushes, I am a tremendous blush fan, and this is some incredible quality. But I've noticed this with e.l.f. lately. e.l.f. has just been getting better and better in every aspect, from their skincare to their makeup. They're just really blowing me away lately. If you haven't tried e.l.f. for years, you might want to give them a try. Whether you're a blush person, this might be for you. If you're not, they've got a lot of other good products these days. Just number 8 is e.l.f. How about that? Number 7 on my list is a candle. I know, it seems a little bizarre, but have you smelled it? have you smelled this candle? This is from Sol de Janeiro, and it is their Cheirosa candle. This is a kind of new release from them, but it is in the same characteristic scent of the Boom Boom Cream. This candle smells lit. It is not lit, mind you, but it smells it because it is so strong, and if you love the scent of Boom Boom Cream, there's a really high probability that you will love this candle. So the thing about the Boom Boom Cream scent is, when you first smell it, it's not necessarily that unique of a scent, which I think is why I was actually kind of hard on it the first time I ever tried that product. But over time, I realized, oh, it's the lasting power. It's that scent just permeates everything, and the candle does the exact same thing. And also, I really wanted to make sure that I include this in this video because this is one of those scents where come December, I am not going to be thinking about this because this smells like summer. The Boom Boom Cream is summer in a lotion, the candle is summer in a candle, and I really don't know how they do it. I don't know how the scent lasts as long as it does, how it just takes up space. And this is not the full size, but I don't know why. I was hesitant to buy this. I was like, oh, I've bought a lot of candles that have kind of disappointed me. It's actually quite true of me and candles. I think the only exception to that is I really have liked Jo Malone's candles. But every other candle that I buy, I'm just like, y'all think this has a strong smell? This is an exception. Number 6 is the Fenty Cream Bronzer. And you're going to notice a trend with a couple of products in this video. I'm going to say those are products for people who don't typically like that product. And that is how I feel about Fenty's Cream Bronzer. And I think this because I am really hesitant with bronzer. I rarely think it looks good on me. I often think it looks hideous on me. This is going to be so cliche, and I know it is, but the thing is, this product doesn't look like bronzer on your face. It genuinely looks like you've been out in the sun. It doesn't look like a makeup product. And that's kind of my deal with bronzer, is so often on me, I feel like it looks tremendously forced, and yet this one doesn't. One application tip that I do want to give with this, only because I've seen a lot of people express the exact same sentiment with this product, I would tell you not to put this on over powder, but rather finish your powder and then use a face mist and then apply this product. And of course, the shade that I did purchase is 02 Butter Biscuit. I think that this is an excellent choice for more fair to light skin tones. If you have a different skin tone, obviously she has quite a range of bronzers to choose from, so pick the one that works for you, but just to find one that works for somebody who is so hesitant with bronzer, who is pretty light-skinned. I was nervous, and yet this did not disappoint. Number 5 on my list is another kind of category, and that is none other than these Ofra removable palettes. So this whole thing started when Ofra sent me their big palette, the Free Soul palette, I believe it was called, and then I went on to buy both the Glitch palettes, and I told you, and I wasn't making this up, every time you see these palettes on my channel, they're gonna look different because I wake up every day excited to change my palettes. So it's not like you were just looking at Ofra eyeshadows anymore. You were looking at, we got some Pure in here, Anastasia Beverly Hills, some Makeup Geek. It's kind of everything, and I love it. I've had so much fun rearranging eyeshadows. I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to think, is this a strange thing? It might be strange at this point. Do I really need to make a new eyeshadow palette every single day? Apparently, yes. Apparently, I do. But also, it does help me to not over-purchase palettes. And oh, on this note, so I currently have these shadows arranged in a way that makes sense to me and makes it easier for me to use the eyeshadows. And I got my shimmer row here, my matte row, and then my deeper shades. But I'm going to tell you what, it's not as visually appealing as if I put that green shade into the middle, moved one of these deeper shades up. It was like I'm understanding how it is that we as makeup enthusiasts end up buying so many palettes that are often the exact same thing that we owned. It's Jedi mind tricks. All right, number 4 on my list. I have to say this one, and I know some of you are going to be like, that's the millionth time. But the Maybelline Hypereasy eyeliner is so good. And please know, whenever I find a good product, I do not immediately just start buying that. I start buying other products so that I can see, okay, but is it really as good as I think? And all of this high-end eyeliner buying has just proven to me that yes, it is in fact that good. It's a really tiny and easy to grip pencil in a hexagon shape, so it doesn't, roll off your makeup area. It's a brush tip. It is an incredibly deep and dark line. I couldn't want more from an eyeliner. I couldn't, and yet it's only $10. Maybelline is in this video twice. Well, I guess you are doing well, Maybelline. Okay, number 3 on my list is the Hum Glow Sweet Glow. So let me update you guys on my collagen and hyaluronic acid supplements. After a great deal of thought, I've come to the conclusion that hyaluronic acid in a supplement form is what is giving me extra hydration to my skin, what is smoothing me out more so than the collagen that I also take. However, it's not that the collagen is useless, it's just that it really does seem to me that a lot of the collagen I take, rather than going to my skin, is kind of going to my joints. And the reason I've come to conclude this is because when I take collagen out of my supplement routine, I experience joint pain, but I don't really see any intense changes in my skin. And the second I take out hyaluronic acid, I start feeling much more dry. So I do think that it is more so with the hyaluronic acid, but now that I've taken the combination, I also have zero intentions of stopping. But as far as between the two, which one is more of a skincare, a strictly skincare supplement, I do believe after a year of using these, I finally have concluded it's the hyaluronic acid. And Hum did do a really good job on Glow Sweet Glow. They contain vitamin C, vitamin E, which is going to help to improve the absorption of the hyaluronic acid. It is the 120 milligrams that you should take via the literature. And the only con with these is that sometimes they can be a little chunky. They're still absolutely delicious, but that hyaluronic acid itself is chunky. So these, in comparison to their other gummies, they have these hair and nail gummies. Those don't have the chunks. It's just these, but they're still delicious. Give me the chunks any day to reduce my dryness. In the number 2 spot, the Uoma Beauty matte lipsticks. I don't think I've been saying it correctly. I think it is Uoma. Okay, I honestly think that at least for me, this is the best lipstick formula I have ever tried in my life. Now, of course, everything in makeup is personal preference. So for me, I really do prefer a much more long-wearing lipstick. I like a long-wearing matte finish, and that is exactly what you get with this lipstick. And when I say long-wearing, I mean it. The packaging is magnetic closure, which I love. It's an incredible amount of shade options. It's the perfect lipstick. Again, if you're more into hydrating lipsticks, maybe not so much, but for me, as a matte lipstick lover, I don't have to wear matte liquid lipsticks because this gives me what I want in a significantly more comfortable formula. All right, I admit it. Number 1, my absolute favorite product over these last 6 months. I don't actually know how to show you, so I'll have to put it on the screen, but it is on my face. And that is none other than the Ardell Magnetic Lashes, specifically in the accents. Now, much like the bronzer, this is a situation where if you are not a lash wearer, doesn't matter, because neither am I. I do not like false lashes at all. The way they feel, the way they remove, and the way they apply is all a giant pain in the butt to me. And yet, I do not feel that at all with this. This is actually the only product in this video that was gifted to me by the brand. And by the way, this was gifted to me in what, December? This is the same pair of lashes. Do you understand how mind-blowing that is? We are talking about lashes that I have been consistently wearing since December. Here's what I think is going on with these lashes. So first off, these are the ones where you apply it with a brush. The brush is both the eyeliner and the magnets inside. So once you have that applied, you take these lashes and you just place them. And the thing is, if you're not good at applying lashes, like myself, and you miss placing them in the correct spot, you can just take them off and put them back on in the correct spot without making a mess. Because let me tell you what, anybody who tells you like, oh, if you mess up your lashes, just take them off and put them back on, any normal lashes, they are skipping many steps of this in which you start to get a giant mess on your face. but not with this. And again, since I'm not good at lashes, it usually takes me several times to get it in the right spot, but it never makes a mess. And then with these specifically, again, because they're the accents, you don't have issues with the lashes lifting because it's such a small portion. So they actually do stay in place. They actually do feel like nothing, because that's a big thing for me. I don't like the way that lashes feel. Lashes make me sleepy. They make me sleepy because my eyes want to close. And my eyes want to close from a heavy pair of lashes, and I'm like, oh, this must mean I'm tired. Therefore, I am tired. And also, I've had so many comments asking me what I did differently about my eyeshadow. Literally nothing. I have not bothered to take the time to learn any new techniques. I am not out here cutting the crease. I am way too lazy for all of that. The only difference that I've made in these last 6 months is these. And as an added bonus, I genuinely think this is getting me better at lashes in general, so that even if I go over to a regular pair of lashes, it's now easier for me to see, oh, this is where it goes. I remember this. I remember this now. I absolutely love this, and I have been such a skeptic to magnetic lashes, to lashes. These are incredible. And that is all I have for today's video, but please share with me your thoughts in the comment section. What are some products that you've tried in this year of 2020 that have actually blown your mind? What are products that really have stood out to you? Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.